Hello everybody, welcome back. Well, today I am going to be making some clusters. I have a new journal that I want to do, and I want to it might have a sewing theme. So this is a glossary thing. It's just a sheet that came out of a sewing pattern, a vintage sewing pattern. So it is wonderfully delicate, and these scissors don't really, they don't really like it too good. Okay, but see all those words? These are all the words that would go with that pattern that you might need. And then here it is translated. I can't get my word out. Translated in other languages. Okay, so, and here is the instruction sheet for this pattern. I want you to see what color it is. How cool is that? Let me get it right side up. It is super, super old. I've been using pieces of this, and I've still got some more. So anyway, let's make some clusters. And what is a cluster? Well, it's a junk journal embellishment, and you just need a foundation to build on. So I'm going to say this is our foundation. Let me grab my glasses. All right, so here's our foundation. We just need something to build on. You know what? I was going to say that feels thicker than one. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start from the back, and we're going to build up. When I first started making clusters or seeing them, I had no idea what they were doing, how to do it. Everybody's looked good, and I didn't think mine did. And so if you are beginner, just beginning out doing junk journals and stuff like that, and maybe clusters is a new word for you too, let's take the mystery out of it. So what I'm going to do, I am just going to haphazardly add some book pages and what have you here and there. You don't have to cover the whole thing. When you're doing clusters and junk journals and stuff like that, remember, nothing has to be measured. Nothing has to be perfect. There's no right or wrong. You just put it together. And the more haphazard you put it together, the better you're probably going to like it. All right? Now, I'm going to take, believe it or not, a piece of this pattern paper. I'm just going to show you how easy it is to come up with an idea. Let me see, that's a little bigger than I want. I'm going to take up that pattern paper. So just, maybe that big. And I'm just going to kind of scrunch it up in the middle. Okay, made a bow, nothing to that. And then I twisted it a little bit. All right, and here we go. Ta-da, that's all there is to it. Now you can use hot glue or something for this. My hot glue is behind me, and I can't quite reach it from this setup. So I'm just going to do it with my white glue, which this is art glitter glue. But see, now it looks like a little bow. It looks like there's a little bow there. So now we're just building up our layers. So this, I got it Tuesday morning for $1.99. I don't think I've even opened it yet, but I'm like, why not? I need to make some decor for this new junk journal that I'm wanting to do. So charming would be good. So see, I'm just going through. Oh, me likes that. Okay, I'm just going through and picking out some stuff. And what you want to do is you put your pretties in there, and then before you glue it down, let's put some eyelash behind some of it just to give it some punch. All right, so I'm going to put some eyelash right there. And I'm thinking, see, how cute is that going to be? Okay, I'm going to go for the hot glue behind me because I'm going to need hot glue for that one. And I'm even going to put it a little crooked on purpose. All right, a little off to the side. It says, oh, so adorable. So what's so adorable? Well, she is. Look at that. Or at least she thinks she is, don't she? This is just one of those little Tim Holtz found relatives and she needs to go in here, but I don't want her quite that big. So I'm just going to cut some of her border off. Crooked. Again, really wouldn't matter so much. And I'm going to put her up in there. But before I do, let me show you this. This is some yarn. I used to make a lot of scarves. And this is just some of the specialty yarn that I had picked up along the way somewhere, don't know where. Show you what you can do with it, though. I've been playing with this one today also. Just kind of pull it apart. Look at there. So I'm going to say, give me about that much of it. I'll leave it kind of stringy. We're going to put that right in there. And now we're going to put her right in there. Now, if you don't know what you want behind your pieces, don't glue them all the way. So I got the glue right in the middle only, because I may put something else on the edge of her. I may put something beside her. I need to pull that hot glue over here next time. Okay. Oh, goodness. What is this? Look, little bitty letters and stuff. That was a great little find for the price, wasn't it? I even brought out my milk caps. Now, I can't say I got these at Tuesday morning. I think I just put them in this bag. But I'm not going to use them because that's pink and these have red in them. And I don't want that kind of a clash going on. All right, let's see. Got this little pack, some little fussy cut girls. That's a lot of vintage stuff. I think I might just put a date with her. See how cute. Oh, geez, that's so darling. So now we're going to put a little eyelash behind my new piece that I've got, but I just want a different color. So here's just a little bit browner piece of eyelash. And the reason I use hot glue when I'm doing these is because I need something that's going to dry immediately, but I also need it to go down through all those layers to hold that eyelash on. Now, we can put a date on that layer later, if we want to. Okay, so you could stop right there, or you can just keep going. You can go and go and go until you are just, happy with it. But I'm going to say, let's take some of the words we've got now. Let's see, which one do we want? How about center back, center front? You could mount all of these. Oh boy, that's going to be so tiny, ain't it? Gosh. And I'm just going to rip that because I want it to look a little more tattered. You can ink these edges if you want to. I'm going to kind of rip that piece. All right, let's see. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just scrunch it just a little, and I'm going to put it right there. All right, so since this is so thin, I'm not worried about it, the hot glue. So I just scrunched it. It doesn't matter if you can still read the words or not. The fact is, you're using a pattern piece. So there's a pattern instruction, there's a pattern piece, there's a pattern piece, just a bunch of beautiful stuff. Now, let's add some final embellishments. You know how they say more is not always necessary, but more is usually better when you're doing embellishments. Especially things like that, things like this. The more layers you continue to add, the more you're going to like it. I found this little tab that says memories, and I liked it. So I'm trying to decide if I want to put it on there. Maybe I won't. Okay, now, so I like to dangle something on mine. So this is a piece of beaded dangled fringe that I had, that it was just a piece. So I'm putting it on a bulb pin, and I'm loading on my seed beads. And then I find a place that looks pretty sturdy, like maybe that corner right there. And I am going to punch a 1/8 inch hole there. And I'm going to find a brad that is that size. And I'm going to an eyelet. Do y'all get those confused? I do. I get those confused. I mean, I know which is which. I just say it wrong all the time. All right. This, boys and girls, is an eyelet. All right. So we'll put our eyelet on there, and we're going to smash that closed. And that just gives this something to hook onto without ripping the paper, you know, make it a little sturdier. So let's get our bulb pin down where I want it to be. There we go. There we go. Look, guys, how simple. All right. Now, one more thing. Like I said, more is more. I'm still adding more crystals. These are my Swarovskis. I adore these crystals. They are so much fun. Now, let me show you something. On the crystals, they're very, very tiny. This is a... You see what I wrote on there? It's a gem picker-upper. This is a pencil that's got that soft, waxy stuff inside. And if you sharpen it, you're supposed to be able to pick it up. Well, that never worked too good for me. These work. These came with some crystals that I bought one time. They're just these little tweezers. As a matter of fact, I got a whole set of these at Amazon the other day. Let me show you those. See this right here? And I am not an Amazon affiliate or anything like that. I don't get anything. If you purchase this from Amazon, I'm just showing you what I got. So this is that pair right there. So I already had this, but I bought this set, and oh my goodness, I am loving it. And I want to say it was about $19. So these are great gem picker-uppers. All right, so I'm going to add some crystals to my lady, and I'm using that same glue. I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to put one there. Now, again, there's no right or wrong. Put them anywhere you want them. But if you pick this up with this just right, you can get it right where you want it. Smash it down into that glue. See, that's much better than trying to do it with my finger, because I'll mess it up every time. So here is a little cluster embellishment. It is ready to go. If you want more, add more. I see some room right here. We could actually add some more, little bit of, oh, I know exactly what it needs. Okay, so I had to go dig through my flower stash, and I found this flower, and I'm loving it because it's big and it's going to overlap the edge over here, making this whole embellishment a little bit larger. So if I'm going to use that flower, I'm going to put some more eyelash back there behind it. And I usually layer up my flowers 2 or 3 layers, but look how pretty that is. I just didn't want to cover it, so I'm putting some hot glue there, and I'm just going to stick it on the edge. I'm trying not to cover up my words right there. I even thought about putting that little bitty one in there, but I like that. I just think that's darling the way it is. So all we need to do now is put a little embellishment in the middle. Okay, I chose a little flat back pearl. Sorry, I had to go for the hot glue again. And I'm going to put that in the middle of that flower. Now, and again, I'm using hot glue. You can use any glue. I have to use hot glue when I'm filming usually, just because it needs to be a little quicker, needs to dry instantly. I may have to add a little more glue right there because that is kind of hanging off the edge and I don't want to lose it. So I'm going to add a little glue right there. Okay, guys. So really, that's how easy it is to create an embellishment. Just take a little bit of whatever you've got, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, all paper, book pages, whatever, and just start building it up. And now this becomes an embellishment for your cover, for a pocket. It can go on top of a pocket. It can be a pocket. The back is flat, so it can actually be a pocket, a corner tuck. You could put a paper clip on the back here, and it could become a large paper clip. Just clip it over the top of your page. So anyway, that's all there is to it, guys. I hope that I have inspired you. Go and have fun. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.